he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down.
And a powerful stiff arm, it frees him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Field's going to get this one out on the perimeter. A 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 46-yard line.
Field's going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
Right side complete. That's Woods. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Now it's Fields. Got it. The ball comes out. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They snap it to Fields. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there, because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does, and delivers a 1st down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Delta.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Touchdown! Breece Hall. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And the good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing here is May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
A gain of 6. That's good for our Patriots.
Once again, it's Henderson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
To the air, May. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Fields. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set down around the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
To the air again, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, 319 right tonight. Delta. Right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, 14 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 14-0.
Patriots nothing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an
taking it right down Broadway. He's on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. The touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Green 19, right side. Test, butt strike.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go. I'm good. Blue 58, blue 58, set. Hey, 551, 551. Hey, stay with him. Tonight.
And they are going for it. Fields able to find the open man. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
35-yard line.
Up, let's go. Go. Go.
Again, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kevontae Turpin, 65 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Fulk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Patriots 7.
Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Now he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
Trevion Henderson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
His kick is good.
Prater for the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
And Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Son.
They'll give the Hall. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. To throw is Fields. That is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 29.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Back to throw. Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Then he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Up, let's go. Here we go. Easy. Turn on, son. Right.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go, son. Press. 319, guys, right? Hey, Ken. Delta. Hey, 551. 550. Bunch right. Matter. Sit high.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. From the right hash, this from 48. Folk's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Raiders set to kick off.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Now Fields going to run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Short pass caught by Henry. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
May going to give it to Henderson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Patriots 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down on coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 38.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
You got a mini base, right?
Back to throw. Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just a third quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
Here we go. 319, EQ.
From the gun, here's Fields. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken.
Looking to throw. Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Good.
Operating from the gun. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Jets have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it gives the Pats a first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
In motion right is Wilson. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Up the middle, here's Henderson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen for Nwangwu. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Jets. 1st down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Down the right sideline.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now it's Fields. He'll try and do this himself.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Jets are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Chuba Hubbard.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have been through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Hey, Cam, West right there. Out, let's go. Press, bunch right. You got it, tonight.
Now Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Say hi.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Ready?
There's that man again. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
19 strikes.
They snap it to Fields. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Henry, 34 yards. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Back to throw. Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Or even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he's been terrific in the dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Now Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. Go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Taylor. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, set. Blue 58, blue 58, set. Set.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Green 19, Jesse. Go.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Rig. Double check. Panther 60. Panther 60. Viking 18. 79 Broncos.
Now it's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Dragon 60. Deputy Lion.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
All eyes on Fields. That is intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Crazy. Crazy.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go, front. What's that?
He's back to throw. May looking to run. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Good foot, nasty.
He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And a great game comes down to this. Time for 1 play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed